I'm Brandon Casey. I'm the Registrar and Chief Operating Officer at Oxford Brookes University. So not all students will be returning to the university at the same time. Some who were taking practical courses such as healthcare students and placement students are already back. There are a number of students, of course, including international students who remained in their term time accommodation over the Christmas break and during lockdown. So students are also permitted to return if they don't have access to appropriate alternative accommodation or for health reasons. But other students who need access to facilities or equipment for practical elements are coming back on the 8th of March, and students on other courses are advised to stay where they are and to continue with online learning until the government reviews options around mid-April. Of course, there is COVID testing available on campus, and we strongly encourage students to take a rapid COVID-19 test on their return to campus, followed by a second test 3 days later. We have 3 testing centres available on our campuses for students without symptoms, one at Headington, one at Harcourt Hill, and one at Swindon. And once back on campus, students are being asked to go twice weekly for rapid COVID tests, and students with COVID symptoms can access the NHS testing site on our Headington campus, which is also available to members of the local community. We have COVID secure arrangements to ensure in-person teaching can only take place safely. These include staggering the timings, social distancing measures, enhanced cleaning. Students are asked to take our free and fast tests, wear face coverings where appropriate, use the Test and Trace app, and abide by the safety measures. The measures have been in place since the start of the academic year in order to help contain the virus and prevent further transmission, and these are kept under constant review to ensure they meet the latest government guidance and, of course, guidance from the Public Health England. Our test and trace system adds to the NHS app, registering those attending learning facilities such as seminar rooms, and this enables us to quickly identify the close contacts of anyone testing positive. So campus monitors are also around campus to help with inquiries and ensure people are adhering to our measures. All formal examinations scheduled for later in the semester will take place online. This is something we've been working on since the beginning of the pandemic. We do expect all students to act responsibly at all times, on and off campus. We're in regular contact with students to remind them of the restrictions and rules in place and the criteria around forming support bubbles. So students who are found to be in breach of regulations can face disciplinary penalties, including warnings and fines, and we're working closely with local partners, including councils, to monitor the situation and protect against the spread. And we'll work with the police to help address student behaviour, sharing data and intelligence, as well as working jointly to ensure that students are abiding by COVID laws. Once we're told that a student has tested positive, we contact trace with them to identify any close contacts and allocate them a point of contact in our own COVID response team who assesses what support they need. If they are doing some in-person learning, we move this online for the duration of their self-isolation, and we will help students get essential supplies and give more information about self-isolating when needed. We certainly will have a campaign for this. Most of our students fall into the lower age brackets and aren't yet eligible for the vaccine. But as the vaccine rollout continues, we'll be strongly encouraging all students to take it up. This one is very important to us. And again, we've had arrangements in place since the beginning of the pandemic. We have a large range of support and resources for students, including virtual activities, online fitness classes, and social media groups to keep students in touch with each other. The university's COVID response team gives extensive support to students and has been contacting students to see how they are doing. Our welfare team continues to operate and help students. And additionally, students can use a free online mental health support platform called Together All, and that's available 24/7. In those circumstances, students are advised to report it to the university via our online forum, and they are contacted by our COVID response team who help with contact tracing. They're then allocated a point of contact in the COVID response team who will support them and provide advice. Students have clear guidance on how and when to self isolate, including when their housemates need to. If they have symptoms, then the household will need to self isolate until a test result is received. If a student tests positive, the whole household will then need to self isolate. We're keeping in close contact with Public Health England, the police, local representatives, and residents just to ensure that we remain on top of this.